There are plenty of fans who seem to think Travis Hunter is not Heisman worthy and it should go to Ashton Jeanty of Boise State. Now, Jeanty is having an incredible season overall, and in many seasons would easily be the Heisman winner. But the truth is, the award will and should go to Travis Hunter. Let's go into the reasons why Travis will win, and we will do so without trashing Ashton Jeanty's accomplishments and season this year. Let's take a look at Travis Hunter's 2024 season and why I believe he is the hands-down Heisman winner.
Pressure coming. Wheeler gets out of dark, complete to Hunter. On the move, showing him his shoe bottoms. Hunter at the bottom of your screen. Shador comes back the other way to Hunter. Makes the catch. What a grab. Pulls it out into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter.
If you ask any current or retired NFL player who is the most deserving to win the Heisman, it is overwhelmingly always Travis Hunter. Ball players know above all else what a feat Travis being top 5 at 2 separate positions on the offensive and defensive side of the ball actually means and how impossible it is to do.
My estimation that Travis Hunter is the best collegiate football player.
Absolutely.
That's no knock on anybody else.
No. I mean, listen, and no disrespect, but a blind man can see. A blind man can see what Travis doing is special and deserves to win the Heisman. It's deserving. You watch the game of football, whether it be college, high school, NFL, what Travis Hunter is doing is special. Stop with the shenanigans and trying to find something negative to say.
Here is just a few of those players that have commented on what Travis Hunter is doing and why they believe he should win the Heisman.
For me, there's a guy out there that played a lot like I played, even more so. In my opinion, he's the best player in college football.
Travis Hunter you're referring to.
Absolutely. What he did this year, it's already amazing enough that he played so many plays every game. 120 plays a game is nuts, but it's really the production of the play. You know what I'm saying? He's not just out there playing in reps. Touchdowns offensively, double-digit touchdowns. Shut down receivers on the outside. Every time you saw a ball thrown his way, he was breaking it up, intercepting it. When they needed a big play offensively, he's usually the one going up to get it. So the production is what puts him over the top for me, not just the amount of plays.
We talk about Travis Hunter a lot. With Colorado, the defensive back, wide receiver, people become enamored with what he can do on the offensive side. They become enamored with what he can do on the defensive side. But you said something about the appreciation of how many snaps that he's actually playing. Can you elaborate more on that?
It's hard, man. It's hard to do one thing. I'm surprised he's not returning punts, to be honest. And that's how I looked at it when I did it. I never left the field in high school.
Even when you got to Georgia and you played both ways and did it very well, like, were you ever like dog tired, or was it just?
Oh yeah, and that's why I look at Travis Hunter and I look at his snaps, and it's like he's doing everything at a high level.
He's playing 120. Nobody else has ever done this. That in itself and alone, he should be in it. They didn't even. It's like whatever, man.
So is he a lock for the Heisman?
He should be. Everybody I know that has a vote saying yeah. Literally everybody I know that has a vote is like, oh, I'll vote for Travis, man.
Of course, one easy comparison is going back to the last defensive player to win the Heisman in Charles Woodson, who in fact is the only defensive player in the last century to win the Heisman Trophy. Now, Woodson was a dominant DB at Michigan, but also played a little bit of offense and special teams. Woodson finished his Heisman-winning 1997 season with 15 rushing yards and a touchdown, 231 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, 283 punt return yards and a touchdown, and 7 interceptions with 47 tackles. Compared to Travis Hunter, who ended the regular season with 5 yards rushing and a touchdown, 1,152 yards receiving with 14 touchdowns, 31 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. In total, on the offensive side, Woodson contributed 4 touchdowns to Hunter's 15, while both were shutdown DBs, ranking very high as the best corners in all of college football. The key difference is, while the defensive side of the play is very similar, Hunter has much higher offensive stats to go along with being that shutdown corner. Plenty will say that Hunter is not leading any offensive stats. However, he is pretty much top 10 in all of them, having played 2 less games than the other receivers with top stats. This is one glaring thing that I see most fans are missing when simply looking at the stats to prove why Travis shouldn't win the Heisman. Now, stats are an easy way that fans seem to use when looking at these awards, so it is something that can't be the only reasoning for the award. In today's college football world, we have some better ways at looking at effectiveness of players with the use of player grades, which look at a lot more things off the ball and when the ball is out of a player's hands, rather than just the stats that most people look at. In the stats, Travis is the #1 cornerback in college football with a coverage grade of 90.9. To put that in perspective with an NFL comparison, Pat Surtain of the Denver Broncos leads the NFL, holding an 85.5 coverage grade. On offense, Travis holds an 88.3 receiving grade, which would rank him 5th in college football. And his comparison is Amon-Ra St. Brown in the NFL, who holds an 89.1. So for those people that say Travis isn't leading in any stats, his player grade, he is leading for corners and top 5 for receivers. People seem to use the argument that he isn't first at both, so he shouldn't win the award. The ability to have one player who affects both sides of the ball and offers a top 5 player in the country doing it is on its own something that has never, ever been done before. The last and final way to see that Travis is clearly the best player in college football is simply the eye test. Take a look at some of the plays that Travis has made throughout the season. He's made clutch plays left and right on the offense and defensive side of the ball. From the interceptions that he brings at opportune moments.
First down, Jefferson gets away from one. It's superhuman pick from Travis Hunter.
To his game-winning play against Baylor, forcing a fumble on the 1-yard line to complete the comeback victory.
Second OT on 1st and goal. It's Richardson. Ball's out. Ball is out. Ball is out. Recovered. And knocked out of the end zone.
And if this call stands, then Colorado wins. This will be a good look. That ball is out on contact.
Makes the play? Travis Hunter.
Travis is the biggest reason Colorado saw a jump in success this season. Now, not taking anything away from Shedeur Sanders, who in his own right had an unbelievable season as a quarterback, the fact that Travis is making this difference on both sides of the ball is why his success is so important to the success of Colorado. There was also a number of plays that if you didn't even watch Colorado play, you would have no clue. Small plays like a perfect open field tackle off of a screen, or this play by Travis Hunter where he chases down a running back for CSU at the 1-yard line for Colorado, reaching a top speed of 21.4 miles per hour. Oh, and he had already played around 100 snaps at this point too. Please note the score during this play. The game is over, and yet Travis is putting in this type of play. Again, showing what type of player you get from him on both sides of the ball. As for the importance of Travis and why losing Travis is so devastating during a season, you can look at Colorado's record without him versus when he does play. In the last 2 seasons, when Travis has been hurt, CU went a combined 2 wins, 4 losses, or a 33% winning percentage. With Travis in the lineup, CU is 13-11 overall, or a 54.17 winning percentage. So while the overall rating may not seem the greatest difference, It is an improvement of 20% in the win columns. The fact is, losing your best offensive and defensive player at once is going to be detrimental to any team and make it very difficult to overcome. If you just look at this season alone, the Buffs went 1-1 without Hunter in the lineup. The one game they lost, a very close game to Kansas State that saw them lose their top 3 receivers and Travis Hunter on the defensive side of the ball during that game. Now, that loss could easily be traced and seen as the only reason that Colorado is not playing for a Big 12 championship, as they ended the season in a 4-way tie for first place. Now, the tiebreakers that were used were not head-to-head, as Colorado did not play any of the other 3 teams at the top of the conference. Plenty will say that Travis was unable to will Colorado to the playoffs, but if that is a point of contention into winning the Heisman, then they need to change the award, because simply put, the Heisman Trophy is supposed to be awarded to the best player in all of college football, not the best team's best players. The fact is, before getting to Colorado, CU was the worst team in all of college football. No, seriously, go look at the stats. They were losing games by a margin wider than any other team in the country. And since joining Colorado in the last 2 seasons, Travis has helped Colorado get into a tie for first place in the conference.
Homer to win it for LA. Downfield, up in the air, and it's caught despite the passage.
Sanders loads the time again. He'll float it over the middle. Hunter pivots hard, gets across midfield, and picks up
Houston. 2nd and 19, Travis Hunter. Tunneling through. Hunter has goal line eyes. Touchdown.
In the end, Hunter's effect on Colorado as a team and program is completely transformational, as Colorado has gone from a no-name program who had not been relevant for decades to a team that is discussed daily by the college football world. Now, I did say that the Heisman is for the best player and should not be considered when it looks at a team's results. Obviously, the best player will lead to victories for that team, but you look at plenty of past Heisman winners and they weren't on the championship winning teams. In the end, Travis will end up as a top 2 NFL generational draft pick who should easily be the winner of the Heisman Trophy as well. We may never see another Travis Hunter in our lifetime, and if the Heisman is truly for the best player in all of college football, let alone one of the best historical players in college football, well then, we all know what will happen in New York when Travis Hunter is holding that Heisman pose on that stage with that trophy.
Throws